I think Aaron Fechter's even in one of them.
Ooh, I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's, so it scares me.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I honestly, I just watch the Let's Players do it, like Markiplier and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Julie.
Okay, you want me to come over there, or are you cool?
I'm good.
Okay.
I can project. How did you come up with the voice for Overhaul?
Overhaul was interesting. I had been at a convention called Dragon Con. I don't know if y'all know that one, but this was like, yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
We're being smart, Alex.
This was in 2017 before all this, but I still got bronchitis from it. And then I got the sides, and I'm like, but I'm not ready. I don't have the full voice, so I used the bronchitis to sort of get that raspiness for it. And then I don't know. Underneath it all was just this. I wanted to portray this disgust for everything around him. So just sort of everything. He's above it all. He knows better than everyone. It wasn't really inspired by anything, just, disgusted like critics or whatever that I had seen before.
So you're listed in The Last of Us 2. You're credited as the Bloater and several additional infected voices, which I can only imagine the challenge in trying to contort and get the and the monster sound. How did you come up with the plethora of sounds and voices and clicks for those enemies?
Well, it actually gets easier as you practice it. I suppose I would go back to my childhood and the different sounds that I would make to annoy my mom and gross her out. Who knew those would come in handy later? But for the Bloater, I only really got text, and they sort of knew what they wanted. They just wanted something big and disgusting, more water than organic matter. So I just thought, okay, he's probably drowning all the time. He probably has acid reflux all the time. So something like or something, because his vocal cords would probably be warped by the virus anyway. And then for the rest of the zombies, I don't know if I actually did additional zombies or additional humans, but usually, my go-to is watch the classics, Evil Dead, Shaun of the Dead, anything with dead in it is fair game. And just sort of try and draw inspiration from there, maybe not make it too cheesy, reel it up a bit, but yeah.
Thank you.
So I know that you've been voice acting for a very long time. What would you say is the first voice you were able to imitate, a character that you
imitate? Hard to say. I remember the first sound I was able to imitate was something akin to a dolphin. Although I don't know if it was quite exactly the same as a real dolphin sounds, but I just remember being able to breathe in and hit the tip of my tongue against the roof of my mouth to make sort of a sound, and everybody called it a dolphin. I'm like, all right, and nobody else could imitate it, so I was like, okay, maybe I can find more of these. Thank you.
So, considering the fact that you're effectively a rising star as a voice actor, if voice actors had Fresh and Flirty under 30, you'd definitely be on the list.
Well, thank you. I don't know about that, but I appreciate the ego boost.
What advice would you give to aspiring voice actors, people who are looking to break into the field, who are really looking to study not only your previous work but other voice actors' work to try to understand what challenges they can anticipate getting into the craft?
Sure. Well, there's a website called iwanttobeavoiceactor.com made by D. Bradley Baker, who has been my biggest hero through all of this. He's done probably the vast majority of creature voices for film and TV and stuff. And he details, how to get into it, what to do, what not to do. For me personally, the improv classes that I've taken helped a ton. Doing musical theater helped me get in front of people and get rid of the fear that I would mess up and replace it with having fun and playing. And just finding your tribe online. It's a new world. There's a lot of voice acting forums and Discord servers now. So just finding people who want the same thing you do, so you can all rise up together.
Thank you.
What is your big three for anime?
My big three, titles-wise?
Yes.
I love Bo 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 Bo. That was always a fun one for me. That sort of informed a lot of my humor growing up. I always loved Naruto since the beginning. And I suppose I should pick a modern one too. I actually have been a big fan of My Hero Academia even before I got involved in it. Because I already loved the superhero thing and I still am a big fan of the Marvel universe and stuff. So having that in anime form is very fun too.
So I know you've done a lot for like video games. I was gonna ask what are your personal favorite video games to play?
Ooh, toughie. I love me some open world stuff. Ones that emulate things you couldn't do in real life. So I could go out and play basketball, but I couldn't slay a real dragon. So I love me some Skyrim. I love me some New Vegas. This old one called Prototype was very fun. Infamous. This open world sandbox stuff always tickles me. And I own every Pokemon too.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
So, given your proclivity for liking the Marvel Universe, no shade, I'm a DC fan myself.
Fair enough.
And
I love DC stuff as well.
And also for superhero video games, especially with Prototype and Infamous and everything else, what other activities, hobbies do you do in your personal time when you're not voice acting?
When I'm not voice acting, I love collecting Transformers. I have a big collection of that now, and I actually need a bigger place because I need display shelves now for all of them. Other than that and the video games, love to hike, love to swim, generally hang out with friends. Escape rooms are a lot of fun. Anything I can do to be social and make up for 2 years,
Right there with you. Thank you.
What's one of your favorite lines that you did a voiceover for?
Ooh.
Because you say Overhaul.
Yeah.
You say he has this thing, you like that.
Oh yeah, well for Overhaul, I one of his lines is very good advice and advice that I've tried to follow since, and he says, a goal without a plan is just a wish. You need a plan in order to achieve your goals. So, writing something out and, following step 1, 2, 3, 4, that stuck with me. So that's one of my favorite lines from Overhaul.
Anything from Funtime Freddy?
From Funtime Freddy, I love me some, Blunt, go get him! Straight to the point.
We got time for one more question.
Okay.
All right. So, what would be your dream role if you haven't already voiced it?
Right now, my dream role would be Denji and Chainsaw Man. That's one I would. That's one I really connect with. His plight and everything. That would be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Thank you.